In the wake of pure cinema, we're left with a parted sea whose floor is barren of inspiration and rests in the shadow cast by the titanic walls of the corporate interests surrounding it. Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four First Steps is an exercise in misunderstanding your audience's wants and what a cohesive story is. With 4 heroes to choose from, you think one would be interesting, but that's difficult when the film's best performances come from a CGI rock man, and his most compelling character development is the ability to grow facial hair. Mr. Fantastic is as terrible a husband as he is a scientist, and the film's most important discovery doesn't even come from him. Instead, from his goofy brother-in-law, whose comedic stylings belong in an episode of The Big Bang Theory, not the biggest release of the year from Disney's top studio. And then there's Sue Richards, whose emotional depth is so thin, it's invisible. Regarding the plot, I feel the first 4 minutes of the picture is closer to the movie fans have been clamoring for than the one we got. When I heard this MCU tale would be based in the 60s, I was genuinely interested in not only the implications that would have on the larger universe, but also what a superhero period film might look like. However, this film looks more like the 2060s than it does the 1960s, and no part of the film even attempts to explain how the characters fit back into the MCU. If you wanted a film set in the 60s, instead you get flying cars, casual space travel at the speed of light, and hands down the most disappointing soundtrack of any Marvel film yet. Instead of an actual period film that forces interesting situations because of the lack of technology, we get a fever dream that is set in JFK's TWA hotel that wants to be something between Do the Right Stuff and Fargo. If you like your rocks rubbery, your performance is muted, and your plot's idiotic, there's a chance you'll think First Steps is fantastic. But I graded this film a D for absolutely killing any hope I had that the Disney brass can still make a good franchise flick. Marvel Studios' latest strategy to build interest in this bloated carcass of a cinematic universe seems to lean more on Comic-Con clips than good storytelling, which is so disappointing because good movies don't cost more than bad ones. But then again, Fantastic Four isn't a movie. It's a 2-hour trailer for Doomsday.
I can't imagine entering the theater at this point with high expectations for an MCU flick, but this was significantly worse than I anticipated, so I scored the film a 32.
Subscribe to the channel now and press the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. If you're gonna talk movies, make sure it's real talk.